What's up, everybody? So today we are going to be working on the Kona N. So today we're installing the Velossa big mouth. So we'll get to the hand tools in a minute. So it says right here, you know, with the thingy, go to there for instructions. Yeah, I will say, Velossa, your instructions suck. So 2222 plus Kona N, big mouth, ram air. I looked at some of the other ones. It tells you the tools you need, gives you good instructions right here. It says, for the best, Google how to remove your own front bumper. Then it just tells you, hey, this is what you should look for, even though it's missing a piece, because I happened to see a little 3-minute video on Facebook about a guy that did this, and there's another piece, yeah, that goes around here, which we'll be addressing. But, yo, Velossa, your instructions suck. All right, so I do know you need a Phillips screwdriver. There's a lot of push pins on this stuff, so I know there's another tool I need. I just don't have it. Didn't get it out. So basically, we'll go over this real quick. So across the top, there is 4 bolts right here, which look like 10mm. Then right here is a Phillips screw. Then you have push pin, and a push pin. Then across the bottom, there are push pins also. And then it should basically unclip. So this thing really isn't that hard. All right. 10mm. So this thing should like come apart pretty easily. I'm going to try to do the best I can with a step-by-step instructions on this, because you know, I haven't really looked either. So I'm hoping this helps anybody that wants to do this, or you know, has plans on doing this. Now I am running the stock air box still, and that piece connects to the inside bumper of this. I'm just going to take my time doing this. Don't care how long this takes, because I don't want to break nothing. I've never done anything like this where I've had to yank, you know, the front bumper off a brand new car. Another reason I do want to get this front bumper off anyways is, it's hard to see on camera, but right here is the plastic film that is crammed all inside this bumper joint right here. When they wrapped it and they brought it over here, there's plastic in between the bumper joint there and the bumper joint right there, which by the way irritates the crap out of me. That, I mean, I'm not blaming the company, you know, Hyundai, who unwrapped the car. It's just they did a crappy job of unwrapping it. It's all good. Okay, so I got the top ones, the 4 across the top. Now we got to try to get these. So like I say, this one is just a Phillips screwdriver. I do know that. I know it's going to be hard to video. And then the thing is we got to get all this put back together too. All right, there's one. Now, got to figure out how to get all these little push pins apart. Oh wow. So I just put this tool right in the middle, popped it apart, and it came right out. Oh yeah, they're simple. There's one, there's one. And there's one. Okay, so yeah, you can already see the bumper coming apart. And there's the plastic right there. Okay. All right, let's just collect everything as I take it apart. Collect it all. We don't need these. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm gonna take the rest out, and then I'll show you when I start pulling the bumper off, and then I'll also show you where all the push pins were once I get the bumper off. So let me get that. Plus I gotta get a red towel, lay it down, because with the sun and the does not dry my front driveway, so it's wet. Okay, so I think I have all of them off. So one screw, 3 on that, 3 there, and then it was like 7 or 10 underneath. I think I took a couple extra. And then basically they say grab it here and then just start wiggling and pulling. God, I hate the sound of that. But hey, there's the bumpers coming off. This is still scary as I don't know what. But holy crap, there it is. Man. So, came off no issues. Nothing is broken. Let's go ahead and get the plastic out of the bumper that's been irritating me since I bought this thing. There's what it looks like behind the bumper. Okay, so like I was saying, is inside the bumper you have a screw here. You have 1, 2, 3 clips. Then on the bottom you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then of course the 3 here, and then the 4 across the top. Came off pretty easy actually. Now, all right, let's throw this stuff in here in the trash. Now we got to get this off right here, which is these two 10mm bolts. Then this cover right here is what the guy online was like. He never really said. He took this off of his car, but he never said nothing about putting it back on. So what we're gonna do is we got to figure it out whether or not I need to like cut a little section out right here or what. So let's go ahead and figure that out, because like I say, that one dude did not say anything about it. He just like took his off and he was like, oh, this piece right here is an unforeseen situation or something like that. I ain't got no issue with trimming this back a little bit. So, as you can see, it does not go on because it's supposed to go like that. So, which means this right here is in the way. Now, I do not want to take this off the car, because that does help guide the air in to the intercooler, the radiator, all that kind of stuff. We'll clean that all later. Man, that is some cheap rubber. All right, so what we're gonna do, that's got to go there, is we're gonna probably basically cut like this. So you can see it goes here. So what we're going to do is cut at that line right there all the way over to here and take that section of plastic out. Okay, so not as bad as I thought, but still it was a lot of work. So this is the piece right here from the factory that you can take off. Now here is the excess that I cut off. Oh, cut an extra piece off too. I cut 2 pieces off. So this piece went on there like that, and then it went there. So at first I was just going to cut along that edge, but it still was touching right in the back. I just wound up taking the whole thing off of here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 10mm bolts. It's not that hard to get this plastic piece off, but at the same time, like I said, I wanted to keep that on there for, you know, make sure the air goes in the right way. Now, I talked about this in a video a while ago. Is I ordered a Type R underglow kit for this thing. The brake light that came with it, I was going to put it underneath the radiator support here somewhere to kind of light up the whole grill area, instead of buying the light up one of these. So I put it on the impact bar right here. It is 3M taped down, but I went ahead and threw 3 zip ties on it just to double it up, just to make sure that it does not move. You don't want to drill into this, because they do come with straps where you can help strap these down. Yeah, you don't drill into these. So I got it wired through right here. We're gonna insulate this so the wires don't rub, and then we'll run it into the interior into a switch. But that right there will hide behind where the license plate is mounted to, that big thick white and black piece right in the middle. It'll hide behind that, so you'll just see the glow. But basically this is an easy install. To me, getting that in, they said, oh, 2 hours. Yeah, it'd be better if they kind of gave you more instructions, but they didn't. So it is what it is. Now let's get that wire out of the way. Now basically we need to just smack this thing back together gently. Still paranoid. All right, there we go. That was a lot easier to go back in than I thought. So, back in. OEE fitment without the plastic in the middle. All right, looks good, looks good. And you can see right there. All right, that thing looks good. Looks really good. I'm happy with that. So now I got to put all the bolts back in this thing. Okay, so I hope this video was informative on how to do it. I mean, we'll go over it again real quick. So 1 screw, 3 push pins, 4 screwy bolt things across the top, 8 push pins across the bottom, screw here, 3 push pins, and then you've got to take the original equipment piece off right here and do a little bit of trimming to the radiator surround. I had it running just a little bit ago. There's no big difference in sound. It makes no difference. The main thing is it helps deliver fresh air from the outside into the inside. Kind of, I'm not saying cold air. We're not getting into that whole debate on cold air intake things. This just helps deliver and ram air into the intake just for a better cool air charge and more of a ram air, basically, because it's what this kind of thing is. I love the way it looks. Looks great. The red accent goes good with the red accents on the car already. That's why I chose red. I didn't go with the light up one because I just couldn't see spending $140 for a light up ring, especially when I was going to do what I did with the red light strip that came with the Type S underglow kit, which will be in another video. But hey, I love this the way it looks. Like I said, doesn't make no difference in sound, but I wanted it and for other purposes. So hope you enjoyed this little video. Wishing it was, like I say, it's hard to record some of these like step-by-step processes, but without somebody here like actually walking around with the camera with you. But then it would be like a 2-hour-long video. But it works, it's on there, no major complications at all. Just a little bit of scared paranoia with ripping the front bumper off. Besides that, easy peasy. All right, hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for the next one.